It's no secret that these past few years have been tough for the economy. Unemployment rates are at an all-time high, and more people are finding themselves down on their luck. Because of the economic downturn, it has become important for Valley residents to have establishments open that help people in need. ICM Food and Clothing Bank is one of those places.
ICM started as a place for people to come when the chips were down. They were having trouble with the money and the need meeting at the end of the month, and they would come in for a food box. Now it becomes very apparent that people depend on us to make it through each month because of their financial need.
ICM has made it their mission to become an establishment that responds to basic human needs.
The need was established back before 1983 with a number of neighborhoods in South Central Phoenix with a high poverty rate, high unemployment rate, and in this last couple of years, the unemployment rate, of course, has stayed very high. Many of our people in this area depend on ICM just to get through the week with the food in their cupboards or in their refrigerators. We also do clothing here. We have a clothing bank, toiletries, household goods, so you can come and get a chair, a table, a couch if you need for free. All of these things are for free. And we also have a medical clinic on the first Saturday of each month with another set of volunteer doctors and nurses who come here to see the clients at ICM who are medically underserved.
The services ICM provides is not lost on the people who visit there. Edward Mead, a client who frequents ICM, gives insight on the importance of having this facility available and how he and others end up relying on them to survive.
About 5-6 years ago, I had a heart attack and I had open heart surgery, 5 bypasses at once. And I had to, in order to make ends meet and everything, I was told about this place by our church, and I come over here and they started helping me. Then about 2 years ago, I got back to where I could do for myself pretty good, and I went to work for a small shop here in town as field superintendent and running the shop, and everything was going fine until the bottom fell out of the construction trade, and of course he closed up his shop. And since then, back a month ago, I was in John C. Lincoln North, and they diagnosed me, I thought was sinus or bronchitis, and they diagnosed me with stage 4 lung cancer. So now I'm back here again. In that time lapse of that couple of years that I worked, I didn't need them at all. I still stayed on first name basis with most of them and saw them every now and then, because a couple of them go to the same church I do. But beyond that, I hadn't had to use them until about 3 months ago. And they're right back at helping me again.
And helping people they are. In 2010, ICM served 103,000 people, most of whom are working poor families with children. In order to serve the thousands of people that walk through their doors, ICM depends heavily on their volunteers. That's why when Energy Services leader APS was looking to partner up with a local charity for a volunteer program, ICM seemed like the perfect fit.
For APS, giving back to the community is very important. Customers and communities are part of our core values at APS, and with providing volunteer opportunities to our employees and providing grants to nonprofit organizations such as ICM, it helps strengthen our community. APS chose ICM as a partner not only because we had a strong employee interest here to volunteer, but also because ICM helps those who are in need. And with our core value at APS of customers and communities, we know that ICM helps provide strong communities as well.
The feedback from APS volunteers has been very positive, and with all jobs to fulfill at ICM, the APS volunteers are needed.
When I've come here, I just try to just look for direction on where they need the most help that day. And certainly I'm willing to do whatever the need is, whether it's sorting the clothing, working in the clothing closet, or distributing the food, or also filling the little containers for personal hygiene items. wherever the need is, I'm certainly willing to satisfy it. And I do it to the best of my ability, of course. And just to be able to serve in that manner is very fulfilling.
In order to boost the volunteer effort, APS began a new hire program that includes a day of volunteering at ICM. All new employees attend an orientation in the morning, then spend the afternoon helping out at ICM. The first day on the job leaves many of the new hires excited and ready to go.
I'm hoping to take away from my time here today an opportunity to give back to the community, some bonding with my fellow APS employees, selfishly feeling good about making a difference, and just feeling pretty pumped.
Many of the APS volunteers find the experience at ICM to be both a good team-building exercise and also a great reason to give back to the community.
Aside from just coming together as a group, coming over here and just being able to give of ourselves in another way other than just the work that we do, and growing more just in becoming aware of the opportunities in the neighborhood, within even our work neighborhood, to offer ourselves to others that need help.
Having the opportunity to give back to the community has become an important part of the culture for APS and their employees.
I think it's really very important that APS involves their employees in the community because, we provide a service to the community and we are all part of a community. So to give back, I think is just something that we should all try to do in whatever ways we can. And I think it's great that APS allows their staff to do so as part of employment.
The partnership between APS and ICM has been a blissful one, and ICM has been grateful for all the help APS provides to their staff and clients.
APS is a very important partner of ours because of several things. One is that they provide a great volunteer staff. It seems to be a win-win situation. They need a place to give back, and we are the place that can not only help them meet that goal, but it meets our goal as well of serving our clients. We are heavily volunteer dependent here, and without groups like APS, we wouldn't be able to open our doors.
It's very important. If they didn't have the stuff, like I told you a couple minutes ago, or if they weren't available or weren't here, then myself and a whole lot of other people out there will have to make a decision. Do they take their meds and do they go buy their pills, or do they go hungry, or do they eat and just continue to be sick? It's that bad out there.
The partnership with ICM has become too important for APS to allow the doors to close. Not only is the work being done good for the community, but it has also been good in strengthening the company.
APS's partnership with ICM helps both APS and ICM because APS knows that we need strong communities to have a strong company, and ICM helps provide those in need with services such as emergency food boxes and clothing, and also APS is provided the opportunity to get our energy efficiency messages in front of those people who need it most.
I thank them with my open arms and open heart, because without their help and their patience, because I've seen some people come in here sometimes that they put up with a lot of stuff, and without their patience and their love, I don't know what we'd even do without them.